Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about a little exciting subject. And that subject title is cloud seeding or artificial rain. You must have heard this terminology about artificial rain, but probably nobody has explained you. There's no any kind of discussion about it in the class among the friends. So we know that artificial rain, something is there, that the rain is rained artificially, but we don't know how it is exactly done, what are its white swans, gray swans, black swans, benefits, disadvantages, advantages, all sorts of things. In scientific terminology, it is called cloud seeding. There are lots of areas out there in the world, especially deserts, where rain doesn't fall at all. There's no precipitation, no rainfall at all. There are no clouds formed. There are no any kind of precipitation. There's no any kind of condensation. There's no any kind of evaporation. You need evaporation, condensation to precipitation. But if you don't have evaporation in your region, condensation will not occur in your region, and precipitation means rain will not fall. So in that region, in that particular region, like we can say desert region, when they need rain, then they precipitate the rain artificially, artificial rain. What they do is they are going to release different kinds of chemicals in the atmosphere, and whatever the moisture in the atmosphere is, whatever the mist or watery substance, the atmosphere has this substance, this moisture is going to be converted into rain, and artificial rain will be precipitated, artificial rain will fall. This is known as cloud seeding by Dr. Vincent in 1940. I prepared 5 points to elaborate cloud seeding. Point number 1 is silver, iodide, potassium, and dry ice, or we can say carbon dioxide. These are the chemical substances which are released into the atmosphere, and these chemicals actually convert whatever the moist we have in the air into water, and immediately whatever the moist is there will be converted into water and start precipitating, start falling on the ground in the form of rain. It is done artificially. In other regions, like for example India, China, Europe, Asia, over there, every single thing that chemical process occurs naturally. Over there, you don't have to have artificial precipitation, or we can say cloud seeding. But in desert area or the areas where rain doesn't fall in ample amount and agriculture suffers, over there artificial rain is precipitated. Sometimes it is done in the areas where the rain falls adequately. But sometimes what happens is, like, say for example in Gujarat, rain starts in the end of July, but it's now August or mid-August or end of August and rain doesn't fall. Then artificial rain will be precipitated by using this kind of potassium and the silver iodine and dry ice, and artificial rain will fall. Point number 2. Point number 2 is it creates precipitation, rain unnaturally on the desert area where the rain is very scant. So especially in Saudi Arabia and the Gulf area and the Middle East and wherever the desert is, and the precipitation doesn't occur because over there evaporation doesn't occur. Condensation doesn't occur, so precipitation doesn't occur, So this is a very good practice, implemented, adopted, tried, and used in the desert area for artificial precipitation. First of all, in that area, there's no huge agriculture. Those states are not agriculture state or agrarian nations. But nevertheless, they need some water for drinking purpose, some water for little bit of grass, little bit of hay, little bit of fodder. For that purpose, for the human use, they need little bit water. So, if rain doesn't fall at all, they are going to adopt this artificial rain or cloud seeding, and they will get few inches of rain so they can use this water for potable use. Point number 3. This precipitation, or we can say that cloud seeding converts all the moisture in the air into the water. Now, if moisture is very thin, that moisture is not going to be converted into water naturally. And the rain is not going to fall. These kind of clouds are going to float away from that particular region, wherever the water is or wherever the rain is desperately needed. So, government will adopt this cloud seeding or artificial precipitation, artificial rain, and whatever the thin moisture is there in the air, whatever the moisture is left over and a little bit of rain water is there in the cloud. These clouds will be squeezed by the artificial rain or artificial precipitation or cloud seeding. So the area can get a little bit of water, like for example Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Bahrain. These areas don't get water naturally at all. So these areas are going to resort to cloud seeding, and whatever the need of the water for drinking purpose and all other purposes there, they are going to actually meet their needs by cloud seeding. Cloud seeding, point number 4. Cloud seeding has negative impact on our ecology. It damages our ecology. It depletes the ozone layer. It creates acidification in ocean, and it changes the climatic pattern. So that is why, when it is absolutely utterly necessary, then and then cloud seeding is going to be carried out or adopted, because cloud seeding is not that safe, sound, or innocuous. It has negative impact on our ecology. It can damage our ecology badly. It can rupture ozone layer. Ozone layer we have, which actually filters out all the ultraviolet rays from the solar rays. That ozone layer depletion occurs. Oceanic acidification occurs. The integrity of the oceanic cell becomes acidic. And when too much acid in the ocean, that oceanic water is going to precipitate acid rain. And it can have very negative impact on the climate. Climate would change. Wherever there is an ample amount of rain, the rain would not fall. And wherever rain doesn't fall, they will get incessant rain. Wherever the snow doesn't fall, these areas will get snowfall, and wherever snow falls, those areas are going to get scorching sunshine or solar rays. So this kind of negative impact can be created. Point number 5 is acid rain. Now, artificial precipitation or cloud seeding can occur, but at the same time it can have threat of acid rain. If the cloud in the areas, like over our cities, the clouds are formed of all kinds of acidic substances like sulfur dioxide or any kind of oxide, these kind of chemicals are contained in our cloud, and we are going to go for the cloud seeding. Then those cloud containing all kinds of like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide and all that, then what will happen is that we are not going to get absolutely uncontaminated, purified rain. But then that rain will be known as acid rain. That water will be containing high degree of acid, and this acid rain can devastate everything on the ground. It can devastate standing crop, it can devastate flora and fauna, it can devastate marine life, it can even create dermatosis on our skin, on our body. So that is another threat of artificial rain or cloud seeding, that if the cloud contains too much of acidic substances emitted from the industries and the volcanic eruption and our traffic and all that, then these clouds containing all kinds of acidic substances like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide and all that, their rain will be known as acid rain. And acid rain would be not productive, not counterproductive, but it would be absolutely detrimental to our crop, to our marine life, means a fishery, to flora and fauna, to our skin and all that. So cloud seeding is good thing. When it is desperately needed, then and then we should go for it. Otherwise, it cannot be done frequently, because frequent application of cloud seeding can devastate ozone layer and every single thing on this planet. So that's all the time we have today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about something else. Until then, thank you very much, and God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.